Well, you ever watch like guys training on Instagram and it looks like it doesn't even faze them? Yeah. I watch my face in these videos and it looks like I'm literally getting like anal probed.
You said it was
bad. Right. Depends on what you're into.
Welcome to 6 Months to Size. I'm Jason Arntz, IFBB Pro, owner of I-Prevail Supplements. This is episode 5, workout number 4. Today we're hitting shoulders. I'm going to show you a variety of actually dissecting the shoulder from the posterior, medial, and anterior part of the shoulder, and how to isolate and add stimulus for growth to each head.
And I'm Alex Blades, and I'll be getting put through the workout. And if you want to see the previous episodes, click the link above and watch me get destroyed with every muscle group possible.
So this is a rear delt machine by Bodymaster. It isolates the posterior part of the deltoids, the rear delts. This is the head that's really responsible for capping off those shoulders, for the width that you see from guys when you're standing from the front. It's the rear and the side delt that actually exemplify your width. So you want to do extra stimulus from this. I always like starting off with it also, because it also helps warm up the shoulders, the rotator cuffs, get some blood in there, helps with mobility. But a good way to really start the workout is by isolating the rear delts when you're at your strongest, so you can hit it with a heavier weight. We're going to do a couple warm-ups here, and then we're going to do 1 or 2 sets of the Beyond Failure, the drop sets with Alex, just to really tear down the cells in there and let him feel with maximum effort what this process is all about. One thing I like to do with any exercise, I want to make sure the rest of the body is totally relaxed. His legs are back, they're limp. There's no squeezing there, there's no tensing there. All the focus is on the rear part of the shoulder. That's where his attention must be. That's where the movement, that's where it's contracting and stretching and squeezing. That's where you want the blood to go. You don't want to tense up and add any extra movement in the body that's going to help momentum you want to get rid of. You want to isolate that rear delt and utilize all your energy into that muscle. So, take a minute.
Yeah.
We'll go 50, we'll drop to 100, and then we'll drop to 70. Okay. Still got a 33% drop each way.
Yeah.
Once you start failing, I'll wait till you barely can move, and then I'll assist you for 2. We'll drop. Feet back, relax. Let's do it. Go. Nice. As far back as you can. There you go. Come on. Oh. Nice. There we go. Squeeze back. Keep going. Good. Again. Nice. I got you for 2. Go. Up. 1 more. Hold. Yep. Clear. Come on. Good. Come on. Good. No swinging. Slow. That's it. All right, 2. Go. 1 more. Hold. Clear. Go, baby. Nice. Steady. No momentum. If you want to fail, make it harder. All right, 2 more. Go. 1 more. Slow. Good.
Fuck. Oh. I feel it like nowhere else but the fucking rear delt.
You're sweating right in your rear delt there.
Yeah, nowhere else. Oh, that's so great. A little more of it.
But
this one's the 1 scoop, right?
well, yeah, I think you do 1.5 or 2, right?
It's 25 grams though. It's not 12.
That one?
Yeah.
That's 12.
It is?
Yeah. The new one's 25.
I thought I had the new one.
Now the new one will be 25 with extra GDA. I upped the Patera to 10, and I added 350 mg of pink Himalayan sea salt.
Oh, I can't wait. I never swear by anything, and I never push anything that I wouldn't get behind myself. This stuff has gotten me through the most intense workouts I've ever been put through, and ones that I'm putting myself through now. And it just tastes great. It really does.
So we're incorporating the use of Rehab, which is my intra-workout formula, during this duration of his training time. Great intro workout. It's designed for athletes like Alex. It's designed for endurance athletes. It's the perfect intro source. It's sugar-free, great carb source, loaded with all your essential branched-chain amino acids. If you want to give it a shot, check out the Coalition app. There's a $5 discount code in it. You could use that during this duration of the segments. This is a hammer strength lat pull down machine, but we alter the grip on this. It gives us an opportunity to isolate the rear delts in Alex. As you can see, like from the side, he's got some serious blood flow there. You can see it popping from the roundness coming right there. Just extra blood flow, which we've been able to isolate from the rear delt machine, and now doing it with a compound movement, just to get extra detail on there.
It's pretty wild once you switch the grips up and the elbow movement. Like a back machine, I don't feel in my back at all, which is crazy, just from a couple little tweaks. And not crazy weight, but the squeeze is there, pre-exhaustion's there, so everything feels really good. You know?
Yeah, you won't need a lot of weight because we pre-exhausted with the drop sets on the rear delt machine. The rear delt machine, you could also do bent over dumbbell laterals if you don't have, machines that comply with what you're doing. There's always opportunities to use a one-arm cable. You could do dumbbells. You could do them off of an incline bench, leaning forward. But you want to isolate the rear delts, so that's a good way to do it. This is more for volume. You don't want to go too high in reps. You want to keep them anywhere between 10 to 12. If he's doing 13 or 14, that's no problem. But it's just that the form is what you want to be crucial on. You want to make sure that he's not utilizing his back. You want to make sure he's isolating his rear delts by keeping his elbows high, pulling from the rear delt, which will break down the fiber and get as much blood flow there as possible. So we're moving to side dumbbell raises, targeting the medial delts of the shoulder, side delts. Again, this is an area that you should pay more attention to. I know everybody loves doing heavy overhead presses, and that's what gets the girls, and that's the sexy thing to do, is throw heavy weight over your shoulders. But with the look we're going for, the side and the rear delt need this extra attention. That's what makes you look good on stage. That gives you that width and that flare. You want that X factor look when you're on stage. Wide shoulders, small waist, big flaring thighs. So that's what we're doing here. 4 sets. We'll do 1 set with a beyond failure approach, and the last will be a burnout set. But the first 2 are basically just warm-up sets. Rep range, it's failure, so nothing too light, nothing below 7 reps, and nothing really past 15 reps, so anything in that range. Keep going. Go. Raise. 1 more and I got you. Up. All right, 2. Go. 1 more. And up. Drop to 30.
I'll get that.
Incoming. Let's go, baby. Just grab it. There you go. Good. Rise. Raise. There we go. Come on. Up. I got you for 2. Go. 1 more. And up. Drop down to 20s. Come on. Finish strong. Wherever you can. There we go. Extend wide. Nice. Come on. Again. You got it. All right, I got you for 2. No momentum. Go. 1 more. Up. Go. That's it.
Yeah, it's blood flowing.
Yep. Good. Good. Come on. Hold on to this thing. Come closer. Actually, no, hold on to the outside. I want you to hit your hands on the way. Yep. And lean. No. Grab
I'm not gonna hit it.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, and lean that way. Feet closer that way. So you're creating an angle right here.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And you're isolating the side part of your head even better. Go. 1 more. Go. 1 more. And up. Okay, switch. Come on. Lean. There you go. Come on. So right there, we kind of just finished it off to add some extra stimuli to the side delt by doing an isolated movement with a cable, which there's no messing around here. It's direct tension from the start of the repetition, the start of the exercise to the finish. The whole way through the repetition, it's constant tension on that side delt. There's no escaping this exercise.
Question for myself and for the viewers. Why behind instead of in front?
Better stretch?
Okay.
So when you come behind, you know, you're in it's actually a compromising position, but your fibers are stretched fully back here. When you're hitting here, as you can see just in front of the camera without me even leaning, you're limited. Your range is cut off. Back here, you get a good 6-7 inches of extra stretch, and you're leaning, which actually stretches the delt even more. So it's creating a perfect environment to simulate that side delt. Little angles. It's all about tweaking and creating different angles for each exercise. All right, so this is the basic of all exercises. It's just an overhead dumbbell press. We're doing it from a seated position. We're doing a seated position because Alex is going to be using heavier weights, you know, than normal. Most people like to do them just from a standing position, which incorporates some of the core muscles. But we're not trying to build his core here. We're trying to build his shoulders. And his core probably wouldn't be able to sustain 140-pound dumbbells over his head for long amounts of time. So because he's sitting, it takes all the tension off his core, and you can actually just relax and put the primary effort on the front head, the anterior head of the deltoids. We're going to do 4 sets here and gradually increase the weight. 8 to 12 rep range is what we're looking for. Nothing out of the ordinary, but you got to remember, he's already fatigued. We did beyond failure with rear delts. We did beyond failure with the side delts. And we're just going to finish off with some heavy, basic compound movement with an overhead dumbbell press.
I did the 50s.
That was your first warm-up?
Yeah, should I go 70, 100, 140? What do you think?
Yeah, go 70, then we'll go 100, and then we'll go 125,
Okay.
140.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm liking this better. So come down, drop the front part of the dumbbell a little bit that way. Yeah. So you get a better stretch. That's it. Bring it down and then push him out on the way up. Yep. Stretch him. There you go. Drop the front to stretch. There you go.
That was different.
Right?
I'm not used to that movement. My back locked up.
Dude, a little bit like that. But is your back right?
Yeah, it just locked up a little bit. I had to put it on.
And your shoulders.
I mean, that's a lot harder.
Yeah. So just by doing something like that, by creating a little bit of a different angle, instead of just coming down straight, he's bringing the front part, like his thumb and his pointer finger, he's turning them in. By doing so, you're forcing your elbow outwards and you're stretching that front part of the shoulder even more. It makes the movement much more difficult, it makes the movement that much harder, and you cannot use as much weight as you're accustomed to. So,
Yeah, I don't know about the 140s like that.
yeah, we don't need to do it. We could try, let's try the 100s again, and then we'll go to either 110s or 120s, and we'll finish it off that way. Does he look taller than me?
Should I take my shoes off?
All
All right, just finished up training shoulders. Just giving a brief check-in as to where I'm at in my 6 months to side. Macros looking around 4,000 calories, 4,100 on a daily basis. 6 meals a day. Honestly, I thought it was going to be more of an issue starting, but I'm actually getting hungry now, and I'm very much enjoying it. The workouts have been phenomenal, honestly. Sustained energy at the peak of my strength. I'm really enjoying it, and you know, at this point, we started out the 6 months to size. I was 269 pounds. I am up to 278. I know progress is very linear here, but to have gained, you know, close to 8 to 9 pounds of quality muscle in 3 months is a huge win. And I'm still relatively lean. I feel good. I'm breathing well. I can still do cardio, even though it seems like I'm out of breath talking to you. I'm really not. But all thanks to Jason, and it's been great. And just really excited to see where the 3 months go. And at this point in the check-in, I want to ask him if we're going to change anything, how things are going, and let him take over.
So when progress is as good as this is, you know, obviously you have a big jump from the start of things. It's a shock to his body. He's eating different nutrients and then training an entirely different way from what he's accustomed to. So it's not odd to see a big jump like that, but he's actually having sustained growth, continuous growth. So in terms of changing anything, there's no reason to change. We've got his body in a good balance. He was just talking about his cardio. He actually trains faster than almost anybody I've seen in terms of taking rest time in between sets. He's very short when it comes to that, which, hey, if it works for him, you don't want to switch it. But as far as his diet goes, he's on good pace. There's no reason to change anything yet. And you want to wait till you really hit a plateau when you're not really seeing any progress before you make any types of changes. But even when you do hit a plateau, you're not going to put on 6 to 10 pounds of muscle every month. It's unheard of. But sometimes even when you hit a plateau, that doesn't necessarily mean you need to change anything. Sometimes it's just a matter of picking up the intensity of your training or waiting it out for your body to actually reestablish and allow yourself to put on more muscle. So he's setting a great pace for himself. I couldn't be happier, and we'll see what happens with the next check-in.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.